Here, child. We do not have much time. We shall be reunited.
We are standing in front of each...
Not here, but in the physical realm. The Sanctum Sanctorum. The prophecy advances. I cannot guarantee...
The Sanctum is more than just a stronghold.
I once thought that about the... I have said all I can.
Actually, it's...
I wish that were so. But you know...
Who is...
I would not dare say it. Still, is it selfish of me to say that it's...
We will see each other soon, Mother.
Something has changed with you, Hunter.
Agatha...
It's all right. You're trying to break.
Consider this barrier to be as unbreakable as my resolve to not...
Yes, your ancestors. They would be pleased you are choosing.
Yes, I am confident that the only thing that can do...
Drown. Just remember.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you? What are you doing?
Whoa, don't go creeping up on a guy when he's sowing his wild oats. I'm just spreading my seed, hoping to leave my mark in the Abbey, starting here.
Why?
Well, your friends have been avoiding me like the plague, so I decided to make nice.
It is not at the top.
Yeah, well, like it or not, everyone's fallen over.
You sound bitter.
Do I? Hold on, let me tell. Don't get me wrong, having a fan club is great. Keep up the good.
Why do you keep calling them my fan?
What makes...
Being open and honest. It is a risk.
Come back to me after it backfires. I'm gonna say it until the day I die and reject...
About time. I was getting hungry.
Help me, pretty please. My charm won you over.
Glad that didn't turn into a chugging contest. We've got a world to save. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter.
See you around.
I am not used to seeing vampires in a chapel.
Naturally. Most...
I think
Yes.
because you...
Well, that's part of it. My powers come from a perversion.
What?
Well, for starters, I do not abide by their... I do not believe in many of the common...
I am used to watching allies throw fire from their head.
It is. I am surprised.
I would love...
As I see it, the universe is governed by fun. So, I'm not saying the paranormal...
Our foes are innumerable and
Ah, now I see who I blame.
I do not understand.
It is a... compliment.
Ah, so you do not wish to let Blade know you hold him in highest...
Yeah.
Hey there. Tell me you found something good. Now we know what they're up to. The question is... These are the current priorities.
Happy to help.
Thanks, Hunter.
I should have guessed
Yes.
that you want...
Not just a... It's something I make all...
So, this move...
Basically.
The man on the screen... Why is she wearing...
Oh, you're tearing...
Well, it is a bit difficult.
It's called Camp Hunter. It's supposed to be a little...
I will try...
You're really starting to... We might just...
Got some ops ready for you. If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Who are we sending on an... Stay out of trouble.
Good to see you.
Even a Sorcerer Supreme can't
Later.
There are some more wards I could place on it if I can just get time.
I think it's as ready as it's ever gonna be.
Really? Did we do it? Is it ready?
We did it, buddy. Working together. You and me.
I am as shocked as you are. It's a miracle.
On Stark Industries, we call that a Thursday. Hunter, what you've got there is the latest in custom alloy, handcrafted, magically protected personal protective gear.
Yes, thanks to the symbiote sample young Mr. Parker recovered, we were able to isolate the alien energy signature that appeared to be causing you so much trouble. With this armor, you should now be able to get close enough to Venom to take him down.
This time without, exploding.
It feels good. Now just get me back to New York and I will handle the rest.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing. Good day, Hunter. Thank you for hitting me so often that I almost lost my concentration.
Venom's not gonna know what hit him.
The shielding powers of Vishanti on the Faithbreaker armor will make the Hunter nigh indestructible.
Oh, I thought my quantum level design handled that nicely.
It's the combination that's the key to defeat Venom and recapture my sanctum. Your tech, my spells.
Well, I guess you're right. Kind of like I'm chocolate and you're peanut butter. Together, we're amazing.
I don't care for peanut butter.
Oh, for crying out loud, work with me, Doc.
What do you think about Hunter's armor? Looks slick, huh?
Very slick. Venom won't know what hit him.
Stark and Strange do good work.
When they aren't bickering, that is.
Oh, they bickered. A lot.
I think you look pretty good in that armor.
What's that?
Nothing.
Looking good, Hunter.
Today's a good day to halt an apocalypse.
It's time to go get my sanctum back.
The hunter stalks its prey.
Time to kick Hydra out of Stranger's house? What have we been waiting for?
What's happening, Hunter?
Saw the new suit. Someone's going to die.
I saw the new armor hunter. One word, slick.
Hunter, hey listen. If you need any chafing advice for your new armor, come see me, okay?
I'm glad Tony and Steven were able to work together. It's imperative we get the Sanctum back.
Hunter's expertise extends beyond the supernatural and metaphysical.
Doctor Strange seems excited to return to the Sanctum.
When Venom sees your armor, he will know fear.
Well met, Hunter.
There's my hunter.
About time. I was getting hungry.
Yes, hello.
Why does no one ever listen to Spider-Man about symbiotes?
Hunter?
Caretaker has shared so much wisdom with me during my time.
Hunter.
Heard the Sanctum's about to have some demons evicted.
Salutations, Hunter.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? I better be careful the next time we spar. You might break my suit. Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to a marker.
I believe we've finally gathered everything we need to recapture the Sanctum. We'll just have to hope there are no other intangibles awaiting us inside. I can only hope that Hydra wasn't foolish enough to open doors at random. There's something miserable in the cellar that's almost as terrifying as Lilith. Normally I would frown upon pursuit of the dark arts, but who am I to tell Nico or Magic they can't pursue their dark god intents?
You're putting the rest of us to shame. Yeesh.
The new armor.
If you like it, I can...
Those two? They bear. Besides...
The new outfit looks... It's amazing.
Team...
They finally got along.
I do not know if it will... The armor may be faith break.
Oh, a little wordplay. You should use that line.
I could just...
Oh, I know. You... Good luck out there.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
About time. I was getting hungry.
Heard about the new armor, Hunter. Can't wait to see you in action.
Hi, Hunter.
Hey.
Hey, Hunter.
Rest easy.
Yes, but I know symbiotic alien goop. The symbiote gets in your...
I am no stranger. I was raised in a castle filled...
The symbiote is a little more... When the goop gets hangry, Midtown...
Have some faith in...
Oh, I'm not worried about you. I guess...
Only this suit can...
Yeah. What sits worse with me? Alien-possessed...
To stand against the forces seeking to fear...
You can't fault the sign.
And you're warned. I shall be alert and...
Hey, that's all I needed to hear. Hunter, I hate to say something is... Just be careful. Last thing we want is for...
Thank you for...
Thanks for...
Perhaps this is not the first time we've used the weapons of the enemy to fight, but it is your
I have endured whatever this symbiote...
I suppose if the symbiote has any unusual
Is my collar going to be a problem? Or...
Neither of those up. I don't foresee any unintended Hunter, you must take... The threads binding our reality together are in reckless action. Now, put on your air. I do not believe Spider-Man's fears to be founded, but nothing is certain. However, if he is right, I fully expect Spider-Man to be annoying about it. So don't let that happen. Remember, if your collar reacts oddly to the symbiote, alert me immediately.
Sup, Ancient One? I can't wait to remind Lilith just whose sanctum she's occupying. So let's go evict her demonic self. It feels good to have a real solid Stark and Strange-approved plan. If the Avengers planned it, then what am I worried about besides everything that could possibly go wrong? I don't mean to get in your head, Hunter, but every time we've tried to stop Lilith, it backfires or blows up in our faces. I'm not saying that's gonna happen this time, but stay frosty and be prepared for anything. This isn't the first team I led. The Runaways were. We were a family. That's how I saw it. And that's how I see the Midnight Suns. My only goal in this room is to avoid touching anything that beeps or blinks. I don't do the fangirl thing, but I just still cannot believe I'm around Captain Marvel. Do you think the ambient badass in the room will rub off on me? We should just call this place the Tony Stark pouts when he doesn't get his way room. Do you know how hard it is to tell Iron Man you disagree with his plan? I keep asking myself, if I don't, who will? Aren't war rooms supposed to have like a big map and people pushing flags around with sticks? You're showing the rest of us up. It's hard to keep up with you.
Sanctum's gonna fall at your feet, Hunter. Especially since you got custom Stark armor. I'm only a little bit jealous. If we stop the prophecy here, then it's not much of a prophecy, is it? Don't think too hard about it. Our luck can't afford to be jinxed. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this.
You'd probably have better luck if you brought me along, but I don't make those decisions. Tony and Strange have a solid plan, but all the best ideas come from yours truly. Not many people are this nice to a vampire. Thanks for making me feel like a part of the team. Your energy seems limitless.
You may feel strong now, but you can get stronger. While I'm sure it'll be a happy reunion, you need to be careful. Demons don't take kindly to being exercised. It's important to form a bond with your team. I appreciate the time we're spending together. Hunter,
does that have to do with the
I'm talking about a phobia. It's a
large bodies of water where...
Ah, the ocean.
It is unnerving.
It's true. But being scared...
Then...
It's a fear of small, enclosed spaces. Phobias come... It was.
I cannot imagine the...
I was put in the position where it was my fear.
Even still.
I just thought you should be...
Thank you for...
Just know. I had a fantastic time.
Hell yes, we're gonna snatch the Sanctum back from Lilith's haggard claws. Can't wait to see the look on her face when we do. Trying to hit the gem in a haunted house is easier said than done. I'm glad we have this space out here. I might as well keep busy. Gotta stay sharp.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end. Need to come up with a cooler catchphrase, though.
Soon you'll be too powerful to find a sparring partner. Except for Carol, perhaps.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me. The air almost feels electric when you show up now. How's it going, boss? I'll make something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? Don't forget to write.
Something to keep us occupied?
Alright, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of your contribution, then? No materials analysis, no tactical projections, nothing?
Nope. I'm feeling hands-on today. Just gonna hammer stuff and see... I'm here if you need me.
No pain, no gain. We need... Do your thing.
I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter. Don't worry if the painting is perfect. Just enjoy the
What? It's an alien made of goop that eats flesh and loves bringing out people's dark side. So, as I'm saying it out loud, I'm hearing that maybe it sounds a little like your mom. Minus the goop alien part. All I'm saying is, if Tony Stark and Doctor Strange tell you to put it on, and you hear a voice in your head telling you to do dark things, like bad emo haircuts and dancing on the sidewalk, take the thing off right away. I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here.
The Avengers mean well, but they are not equipped to fight this enemy. Doesn't stop them from acting like they're in charge. How does this stuff come so easy to you? Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl.
Let's get Strange back in his sanctum. Maybe then he'll get out of the Abbey. I am curious if this sanctum has any Limbo-related artifacts. Keep an eye out, all right? Yes?
The new suit they constructed for you is quite the sight. The Abbey even has a pool. How quaint.
Glad to have you with us. The Sanctum is our most strategic point. It's time we recapture it from Hydra. We have to be ready for anything in their supernatural stable. If you get the willies, shake them off, soldier. If anything Lilith throws at us scares you, we'll be 10 times scarier right back. Find a way to fit in with your team. They'll keep you anchored when you feel out of step with the world. The Abbey is nothing like Avengers Tower. You can see the stars at night, but the pizza here is all microwave. I keep wondering how Nick Fury would handle this. Sanctified helicarrier? A new branch of S.H.I.E.L.D. called Sacred? He does love his acronyms. Never liked the name War Room. but it was that or the Tony Stark Info experience. So much information in one place. Almost too much for us to track. I take George Washington's view on political parties. It's the only reason I'm no longer asked to speak at conventions. If I had to choose, I'd rather face the Red Skull than Lilith. His was an evil I could oppose. Her goals I can barely understand. I find it best to stay out of Carol's way. This war room of hers is a tightly run ship. I said, give it your best shot. Clearly you listened. Your work paid off. Look at you now.
Heads up, Hunter. Hydra's had us on the back foot for too long. Let's go and give the nightmares their own nightmares. Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered. At least I'm not down in the dungeon with Tony. Think you're pretty strong now, huh? Sounds like a challenge to me.
Everything seems to be in order with your Faithbreaker armor. According to Stark, this should be relatively smooth. That's not to say it's safe to let your guard down. Lilith likely has further surprises up her sleeve. Keep sharp, Hunter. And maybe keep Parker's warnings in the back of your mind. Just in case. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers. Just be careful not to hurt your new allies, kiddo. You're stronger than they might realize.
Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you. I could use some of that myself.
Good to see you, Hunter.
A task for us? This?
You find more coil, send it my way.
Allow us to assist you. Hydra, until next time.
Practice makes perfect.
This'll make...
Peace. Let's do this. All right then.
You're a quick study, dear.
Back again.
Let's give this a try.
Peace.
Something to keep us occupied?
Got any blueprints for us?
Hydra won't stand a chance.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Ready to work?
An enhanced spell.
Later.
Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. See you around. Time to take it to the next level.
Let us twist and turn reality. These ain't...
Do your thing.
Hunter?
Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
The shielding powers of the Vishanti on the Faithbreaker armor will make the Hunter nigh indestructible.
Oh, I thought my quantum level design handled that nicely.
It's the combination that's the key to defeat Red. A task for us? I gave this one. Always a pleasure.
Time to take it to the next level. Later. Back again. All right then. Let's do this.
The enemies get...
Do your thing.
Hunter?
Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
Well met.
Still no sign of venom. The Parker boy really came through.
Even with his disappearance, his pet symbiote has unfortunately not given up its taste for my sanctum.
Neither has Hydra. They've upped the guard again, which I didn't even think was possible.
This symbiote creature has had a stranglehold on us long enough. It is time to strike.
Are you sure that thing is safe?
Well, we didn't exactly have a manual, but the science and spooky bits are sound.
You should be well protected.
It's a big risk.
So is leaving Lilith in command of the Sanctum.
You're both right.
But I bet you have another option. Sorry, didn't mean to spoil your moment.
A frontal assault has too many variables, but there's always the hole.
The back door. Of course. I know the risks, but at some point we have to start believing in each other. In ourselves. Your design will hold.
We would never let you step into battle unprepared.
Besides, what was the first rule of demon hunting you taught me? If at first you don't succeed, stab again.
Aw, you think Reed and Sue have such heartwarming moments with Johnny and Ben?
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
gonna get the Sanctum back for Strange.
I like your optimism.
Thanks. I have a good feeling about this.
I have a good feeling about you.
What was that?
Nothing. Boo Hydra.
Hello.
Hunter, you might be stronger than me by now, but don't try.
Think you're pretty strong now, huh? Sounds like a challenge to me.
The shielding powers of the Vishanti on the Faithbreaker armor will make the Hunter nigh indestructible.
Oh, I thought my quantum orbital design handled that nicely.
It's the combination that's the key to defeat Venom and recapture my Sanctum. Your tech, my spells.
Well, I guess you're right. Kind of like I'm chocolate and you're peanut butter. Together, we're amazing.
I don't care for peanut butter.
Oh, for crying out loud, work with me, Doc.
How can I help?
Finally, some action! Thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
I like being outside.
Not many people are this.
Man, I just wish I could have...
I fought through a simple landscape.
I wish we had more time to test Strange and Stark's monstrosity of a creation. But with Venom out of the picture, even temporarily, we need to strike now while we still have the chance.
I agree. Now is the time to strike.
And don't worry about the suit, Hunter. We've got your back. That is some messed up wallpaper.
Must have got hungry without Venom around.
Evil consumes everything, even itself.
Ready for round 2?
Always.
Ding ding.
What is that?
Old magical graffiti? You tell me.
Not the wards. That.
Caretaker, tell Strange we found a way back into his sanctum.
Finally.
Oh, and one more thing.
We are not alone.
Never surrender.
You've proven that the Faithbreaker can smash through that symbiote. Now you'll just have to do it a few more times. Oh, and try not to bring the roof down on your heads in the process.
I think I can hear Strange grimacing through the radio.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. The advantage is mine. You had your chance. I feel stronger already.
This.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
blank.
We will never forsake her.
A weak attempt.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Hydra sure does get around. Are we sure they don't have a limbo portal too? Spill it!
This shall be of great help.
I'm still in my prime.
What did we learn today? So that's how that works.
Never surrender.
Pathetic.
This is gonna get messy.
It's almost a shame Stark and the Doctor aren't here to see their little project in action. The Faithbreaker will finally purge Venom's foul corruption from the Sanctum and the city.
Despite all the advances of the future, at the end of the day, it still comes down to me punching something.
Some things never get old, kiddo.
I think you got him. Come get it. Mother.
Targeting systems active.
Get back. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
answer for this. No point in protecting your master now.
Get out of there!
You look a little nervous.
It's too bad those gloves won't work for you. Captain Marvel, knock those tendrils of Sakaar.
Indeed. For now, leave the Faithbreaker to me.
Looks like they called for help.
focus here.
Confirm enemy target.
Hydra will just keep throwing warm bodies in there until you're exhausted. Try and focus on the symbiote, not the soldiers.
Even for Hydra.
Kiss the mother with that mouth?
I bet I can make you talk.
The advantage is mine.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Welcome assistance.
Playtime.
You were too weak for this fight. We have broken through.
Gonna sound like one of Blade's action movies right now, but go!
Get to the sanctum!
Mother,
You kept me waiting, child.
I am here now.
Yes. Alone. Always so alone.
Did I miss the party?
You are just in time.
I told you the door works now.
Sorry! First apocalypse excitement, I guess.
The little sorcerer returns home.
Can't say I like what you've done with the place, Demon Mother, or my friend. No matter. Already, the power of the Sanctum returns to me. Your days of plundering its secrets end today!
But that was never the plan. Now.
Yes, Mother.
Not while there's still a chance to seal that breach and save the Sanctum!
We will never forsake her. You one will touch you. We are the unstoppable.
Banner's infernal device has torn through the wards themselves. If we are to have any chance of stopping Lilith, we must interrupt her mystic's ritual and seal that breach. I truly doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen. They deserve no mercy.
Here we go! This should help! Take that!
Protects us! Leave some for the rest of us. You have earned this! You are lucky to still be breathing. The advantage is mine. No mercy for the servants of Lilith! Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal. Hell.
Coming at you! Nice! Let's do this!
Interesting tactic. Their mystics fall before us. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
Our enemy draws near. They are
Something from the depths.
for Hydra.
We stand with the Mother.
Sticking with the plan, I guess.
Do not show the servants of Lilith any mercy. My blade certainly will not.
Nice. A little less friendly than my neighborhood, but gets the point across.
Carol would be so proud of you right now.
Let's give it a whirl.
Just what this battle requires.
Like it's up to me.
That's the spirit.
Even for Hydra.
responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
A pointless endeavor.
This one's for you! Let's give it a That won't slow me down. Step right up. Test your strength. I knew this was but none of this is good, is it?
No, Peter, it is not. Perhaps you and Hunter should retreat to a safe distance while I rectify the situation. I will be...
What? Steps behind us? I've seen too many movies to fall for that one. I'm staying.
As am I.
Well, I want to know what was in there.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. The advantage is mine.
A moment. The light shines on the most stupid. This would aid me in my fight. Watch and learn. This one won't bother us again. This won't end well for you. I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened. Well done, my friends.
Doc, come on! We have to go! Leave if you must! I can hold it!
Like hell you can!
guessing not good, right?
No. No, it is not.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really, really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the Sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the Sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now she's hiding behind our boy Bruce, and if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it? I failed not just my teammates, but the world.
That's right. You did fail. All of you.
Oh, hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it.
I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning.
You and I are pretty similar.
Correct.
I
do not.
No need for modesty. You do a lot. Do you ever feel pressure to...
I try to lead with my heart, and...
Spoken?
I get...
Maybe. Despite what...
It sounds like you were...
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotion...
When you say you need to keep...
I need to make sure I'm aware of how I feel. Do you...
Whenever I feel overwhelmed.
Yes, that's a great coping mechanism.
Especially...
You need to invest in a pair of noise-canceling headphones, Hunter. They're a real... Staying in control is crucial for me.
When you lose...
Something like that.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I know this is difficult for you, Stephen. But the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up. And neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon now.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Now's not the time to be AWOL, Hunter. We need you in the war room.
I can't imagine how
You do.
I'm sure he'd...
I think Doctor Strange would.
Thank you for your insight.
The Sanctum was his home.
I hope... Either way.
Did the ex...
We do. We've had several close...
Doctor Strange will not assume you are offering. Coming from someone who is still learning.
Maybe I appreciate...
About time. Lilith and her
Yes, and...
I haven't seen the city in such...
What happened?
Do you want the long...
I...
It was our first encounter.
You are on...
True. Anyway, he tried to stab...
Wait.
Oh, yes. In fact, I believe my bite...
Blade says he was...
Well, that's his side of the story. But I know.
I am unsure who to believe.
No need. I just told you every... Thanks for making me feel like a part of the team.
Having a bar is nice, though. Good way to unwind.
Tony should start a law.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end. I heard Strange's spooky funhouse went poof, but look on the bright side.
Have a little compassion, Dead.
What's that got to do with me? Your mom I'd like to kill? No offense. Marriage is out, and she's... Well, the only home I ever had was a couch The Abbey's the only home...
Correct. I spent...
So you'd be like Dr. Matt...
I cannot say.
Kinda like how it's hard to imagine me...
A home...
Ugh. I won't say a peep to Dr. Strange. I'm jealous of Charlie. She sleeps whenever and gets all the pets. Where are my pets? What's next? Your muscles are gonna have muscles? Let's enter you into a bodybuilding contest. Caretaker told me not to polish my weapons in my underwear. Ah, can you believe her? It's nice being the only Deadpool here. Had to unalive a bunch of other pools before. Fun, but it got existential real fast. I'm jealous of Charlie. She sleeps whenever and gets all the pets. Where are my pets?
actually said end of the world on the news. Any news from the West Coast?
Nope. Plenty of hellish threats across the 5 boroughs right now to keep him busy. I know it's not much of a consolation prize, but knowing you're still on our side makes me feel a lot better.
We can't wait for Strange. We need to start now.
We should already be out there, fighting.
Where's Caretaker? This is taking too long.
She and Strange will be here when they're ready. I'm getting impatient too.
Have they seen what's going on out there right now? Maybe that would put a little pep in their step.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
The Sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
This is not going the way I wanted it to. The Sanctum's gone. Hell has literally come to Earth. This is a worst-case scenario.
In my experience, things always get bleak before they get better.
Things don't get more bleak than this.
Then this will be my last stand. If I have to die to save this world, then I'll die fighting.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Damn it. We needed that Sanctum. Good thing we've got her offspring on our side.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Poor Doctor Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
So, I guess that means existential, metaphysical, and arcane calamity are on our doorstep.
And suddenly, there are 2 openings in Manhattan's red-hot real estate market.
Is there anything that would drive your mom really crazy? Like, maybe there's a fast food chain she loves that I could purchase and shutter?
He may not have seen worse, but I still think he can shake this off.
I've been homeless before, but I've never witnessed my home decimated in such a catastrophic manner. I never told Doctor Strange this, but I've always dreamed of becoming a pupil in the Sanctum Sanctorum. It's a beacon of hope and enlightenment in a world intolerant towards witches and warlocks. Lilith keeps crushing my superpowered ambitions. Another superhero landmark is destroyed. What a disaster. This isn't the first team I led. The Runaways were. We were a family. That's how I saw it.
She's revealing her true power and taking ground from us. All that knowledge, all that power, Lilith ended it in an instant. You know I'm serious, Hunter. I use the word emphatically. We lost the Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm in shock. You might be stronger than me by now, but don't try it.
Hydra's flush with arcane artifacts, and now we've got none. This is just what we hoped to avoid. Lilith must have really feared the Sanctum as a stronghold against her. We can't let Strange ruminate or spiral over this, Hunter. Got it? Think you're pretty strong now, huh? Sounds like a challenge to me.
This is like the end of that one old movie with the whip guy and the Lost Ark. Only in the end, the bad guys exploded the whole warehouse. I hope Doctor Strange is doing okay. Have any other Sanctums fallen like that before? I really don't know the history of his wizard order. Maybe they can rebuild and replace all those one-of-a-kind magical relics somehow? I'm gonna make Doctor Strange a milkshake. That helps soothe major losses. I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because
If he ever decides to rebuild, there's a great lot in East LA. Trust me, nobody will go near it. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along.
It's times like this that my fallback plan of reigning in limbo seems like a good option. But I cannot forsake this world. I'm not ready to call it quits, and neither should Tony or Strange. Who could have guessed that storing all these magical artifacts in one place could backfire? I wonder if Strange will go astral and tell the Ancient One himself. Yes?
You're looking well, Chief. Well, he's still got the surgery career to fall back on, right? If not, a certain magician's order in LA owes me some favors. It's a castle, and there's a dress code. He'll have to perform nights and weekends to start, but he'll work his way up. I've already had Pepper purchase the rubble and chitinous symbiote residue that used to be the Sanctum. I'll give it back to Strange. Maybe even refer him to some choice contractors. Always thought the decor was a little tacky. If I have to hear about Strange lament about the Talisman of Abaraxis one more time, I'm gonna lose it. They turned me down last time I asked for a tour of NORAD, but I guess this is close enough. I better be careful the next time we spar. You might break my suit.
Hunter? We lost a major strategic advantage against Lilith. Plus it was Stephen's personal residence. And his sole task was to protect the Sanctum. Dr. Strange will need our support to shake this off. I don't believe sorcery is going to save the day. Morale, on the other hand, makes all the difference. I said give it your best shot. Clearly you listened.
Do you know how hard it is to tell Iron Man you disagree with his plan? I keep asking myself, if I don't...
With a sophisticated operation like this, we won't have a lot of excuses if we lose. You're gonna run out of challengers if this keeps up. Carol's got some serious hardware in here. I'm surprised Stark didn't charge her for it. Caretaker might act like she's running it, but the mirror table does what it wants. Even the furniture is lively around here. Just don't bring the walls down on top of us. I tend to improvise my plans. Haven't spent much time in this room over the years. Don't hurt me now. The problem now will be holding back. If you're not careful, you're gonna rack up a serious body count. A lot of history in this room, and a whole lot of demons went down thanks to the plans laid here. You might be stronger than me by now, but don't try it.
I only seem to meet new people when a planet is about to be conquered or blown up. Wonder why that is. Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered.
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? What do we do if Dr. Strange starts acting all strange? But not like his typical brand of strange. Sorry if I went a little heavy on the after.
All this excitement has really got me thinking about forming...
You have problem?
The air almost feels electric when you show up.
Find a way to fit in with your team. They'll keep you anchored when you feel out of step with the...
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The Prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the Southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk.
Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance,
and keeper of the Parchment of Power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cathan.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
The Abbey feels so lonely without Agatha. I wish we had more time for pleasantries, but the prophecy draws nearer each day.
Hunter, hello. Never a dull moment.
Lots of pings coming in from off-world, but this fight's not finished.
Lilith's not stopping, and neither are we.
War's not over, Hunter.
Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. One sounds better, but they both sound cool.
Things always look a little brighter in the morning. Unfortunately.
The Sanctum has fallen.
Does your mother have a thing for deserts and healing crystals? Anyone seen Charlie? I need some hellhound cuddles.
Dr. Strange is showing me pointers on the Staff of One.
Hunter, ever get the feeling like there's more going on that no one's telling you?
It's my fault. I didn't knock on wood before the Sanctum fell.
Hunter, your mom's really starting to grate on me.
Let's touch base.
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth. Avengers Tower, the Sanctum Sanctorum. Our beloved Abbey must not suffer the same fate.
Hunter? You and me, Hunter? We're cut from the same cloth. Battle-hardened polyfibers. Avengers, Midnight Suns, X-Men, none of us turn and run from a fight. Nothing can save Lilith if she harms my cat. You probably feel the same way about Charlie. The plans laid in this room have probably helped save the world more times than we know. It's too bad most people won't ever see it. If everything goes south, I could rally some interstellar allies to retake Earth. I'm just talking out loud. The best contingencies are the ones you never need to use. I'm just waiting to hear who bows out of training with you first. Someone's gonna get rocked. Be careful with all that power. The world at large has gotten very outspoken about collateral damage these days. Tony really wanted to impress me with this new operating system of his. It seems to get the job done, but Stark OS? Come on. I've met others who came back from the dead. It was always more technological and less abracadabra. I've seen that magic table over there forming all kinds of odd shapes, almost like it's bored and waiting for a little action. It's pretty obvious how you earned that reputation of yours. I've worked with a few borderline scientists myself. You know the type, consumed by their ambition and curiosity. Faustus isn't all that different. He just picked the wrong team. Yeah, I've got a few games on the new machine. Just don't tell Tony. He's a stickler when it comes to productivity. And people thought I was tough. Wait till they get a load of you. Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered. At least I'm not down in the dungeon with Tony.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo. Hunter Strange and I do not always see eye to eye, but he is perhaps our greatest ally in this fight. Strange is no stranger to loss, but this might demoralize him. The Midnight Suns must be ready for Lilith, especially now. Lilith inches closer to Dominion. I know she longs for you, Hunter. For the sake of us all, we need the good doctor's head in the game. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
Hey, you.
Keep your blade sharp, Hunter. Caretaker swears the Abbey's protected from Lilith. But that's what Tony said about the Avengers Tower, and Strange about the Sanctum Sanctorum. But when the undead rise, well, I can't keep from taking action. With a sophisticated operation like this, we won't have a lot of excuses if we lose.
Glad to have you with us. Losing a front isn't the same as losing the whole fight. I've been down and out more times than I can count. Losing New York? That's brutal. I'm a Brooklyn kid at heart. Same way Peter's a Queens kid. We'll wrestle it back from Lilith's clutches. Southwest is exploding with supernatural activity. Looks like Lilith's on the hunt. Never liked the name War Room, but it was that or the Tony Stark Info Experience.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me. With this much ghost busting, I'm gonna have to open an Avengers campus in Nevada. Maybe Vegas. But that might open us up to too many distractions. On the other hand, Vegas is already crawling with soulless demons. Stark Hotel and Casino would make good passive income, though. Southwest is exploding with supernatural activity. Looks like Lilith's on the hunt. Most people only know me as the billionaire industrialist who occasionally saves the world at great personal risk and expense.
We better keep an eye on him. Last thing we need is a mentally unstable Sorcerer Supreme.
Your energy seems limitless.
Lilith won't know what hit her when she sees you.
I always thought Arizona was hell on earth. Now I mean it literally. Man, I hate family drama. Especially supernatural century-spanning family drama. Aunts training nieces to kill their mothers? That's some messiness. And I come from a big extended family with lots of drama. So, I empathize. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Yes, hello. Do we really need to save the Southwest? It's basically a wasteland. I'm kidding. Of course we need to save the Southwest. I won't be really enthusiastic about it, though. Yes?
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end. Is this the souped-up version of you?
Well, looky who it is. Since I'm your resurrection mom, that makes Strange your resurrection dad. You were my first resurrection hunter. I'll never forget that. Once this is all through, I'm gonna take you out with some really cool witches in Venice Beach. So consider that some bonus motivation to thwart the prophecy and stop Lilith. You're showing the rest of us up.
Hey! You were raised from the dead a few weeks ago, right? I'm sure you can relate to being left in the dark. When that happens, I make breakfast for dinner and try and do a good deed or two in the neighborhood. But since my neighborhood is currently extremely haunted right now, I make waffles.
The griddle marks remind me of webs.
Yeah, Eddie and I go back a long ways. If you think the gaping razor-toothed jaw and using homicidal skin are bad, you should have read his Bible. I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are...
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed. If you've come to cheer me up, don't wait.
I do not believe someone...
Easily. You saw that all that dark... Those were Lilith's force. Maybe I could have reactivated...
You are too important.
But what if my
I still would not do it.
I could say... We must... Like it or not... We... The Ancient One entrusted me with a sacred duty, and as a result, our reality is vulnerable to all manner of extra-dimensional assault. Chief among them, Lilith and Cathal. abject failure such as this, Hunter, makes for strange bedfellows. No pun intended. With or without the Sanctum Sanctorum, I am still the Sorcerer Supreme, and Lilith must be stopped. With the New York Sanctum Sanctorum fallen, our reality is vulnerable to all manner of extra-dimensional threats. With each passing moment, Lilith tears the veils between dimensions asunder. There were tomes, relics, so much that could have aided us in our quest. Hunter, if I should fall, you must convince your aunt to rebuild the sanctum. Perhaps the Ancient One made a mistake in entrusting so much to me. Spare me the "not all is lost" speech, Hunter. Captains America and Marvel already beat you to it. I've not only failed the Ancient One and the world, Hunter. I've failed myself. I've consulted Caretaker's library. Many paths still remain open to us, yet they too are dwindling. Perhaps, with you at our lead, Hunter, there is still hope. Soon you'll be too powerful to find a sparring partner. Except for the captain, perhaps. Perhaps it's not too late to retake the Sanctum's ruins and build anew. Normally I would frown upon pursuit of the dark arts, but who am I to tell Nico imagine they can't pursue their dark intents?
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But...
Really? Well, just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to shake me down for milk. Now look at me. Hanging with the legendary Hunter in the midnight...
We are
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp...
A brave warrior and a cunning...
Not what the kids on the playground used to say.
Peter.
Now that's an F word I never get tired of hearing. Unless it comes from... You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put... But when all is said and done...
Why, hello, Hunter.
This is what you were after, right?
Any new leads? Let's crunch the numbers. Now we know what... Ready for some hero work? See you soon. We're ready to make a move. Thanks, Hunter. Pick your target, Hunter. Stay out of trouble. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy.
Happy to help.
I think I can handle that.
Well, you know what they say about...
See you around.
I'm quite pleased with these results.
I'm here if you need me.